I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking.
I'm the chief now!
Now we all know what happened when the OG bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new rogue bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the WarGames. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if WarGames was limited to only OG bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's rogue bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4 Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn, versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only bloodline. This is where the bloodline's legacy and the bloodline's future is in your hands.
The following contest is the men's WarGames match. The rules of the match are as follows. Two teams will be contained in separate cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The first member to enter will come from the advantaged team. Once all competitors have entered, WarGames officially begins! The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the WarGames begin! Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jay Uso! And from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu!
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline WarGames. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the bloodline, courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in WarGames.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than WarGames.
Boom! Read that one. Super kick! Good night. And Jay took a solid hit that time. At this stage, he's endured plenty of big attacks. The crowd is counting it down. Next entry will tip the scales in their team's favor.
He averts the offense.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
Before WarGames officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old-school Bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael, but that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, and given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE could handle the new Bloodline.
Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team Usi, and work as a real team. Just one last time.
OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the Bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight.
What throw? There's a lot of hard ways to land, but that might be the hardest.
And seconds left before the odds are evened here.
Ooh, nasty shot to the throat.
Punch right in the head. Double axe handle connects.
This WarGames just got Usi. Zayn joining the original Bloodline side.
Foot right to the belly.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay. But the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo Squad.
Zayn held close.
Oh, what a DDT! Will Sami recover?
That's using your head.
Just a nasty headbutt.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me, yeah.
Great journalism there, Mark. And that was a well-executed attack. We've got a numbers advantage incoming as the countdown is about to run out.
Oh, wow. Check out Jacob's face.
Tama Tonga.
And it's Jay.
Jay can seal it here.
And now officially in the frame. It pays to be coming in and have more friends than foes in the cage. And Sami Zayn reverses it.
Gotta be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that perched up top.
Driving the cage, but that makes absolutely no sense in this match.
Oh, you have the wherewithal to counter Jacob. Then we see Tonga Loa. He's standing tall on top of the cage now.
Ooh, disrespect. Look at that!
Ooh, what a headbutt.
Old Bloodline, new Bloodline, both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true Bloodline.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new Bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Romans, Sikoa will be everything he says he is, and more than that.
Vicious. That's yours in your head.
What a headbutt.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the finish. James, an impactful display of Sunny Sane with a big boot.
Is that all she wrote for Tonga Loa?
The suspense this crowd is feeling is palpable.
They are waiting with bated breath for what's to come next.
Enough is enough. Big forearm.
Good defense there. What's Jacob Fatu's intentions here?
Connecting on a DDT. Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
He's starting to look battered.
Trying to go for it again.
And that DDT was well delivered.
Terrible position for Jimmy.
Down under. Tonga.
Victory nearly in hand for Tama Tonga.
And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline WarGames.
Numbers advantage or not, he's leaving nothing to chance as he searches under the apron.
Blast off!
Oh, he fends that off. Now we see Tonga Loa. Oh, that can rock you. Searching under the ring now. This can't be good.
He's carrying some serious equipment into the cage with him, ready to fully exploit the numbers game.
If you're on the opposite side of this entry, you are bracing for a fight.
From the middle row. From time to time, he'll be having a good night if he allows more offense like that.
Yeah, Jimmy displayed just a touch of his offensive capabilities. Jimmy timed that one.
Tonga doesn't seem as composed after that attack.
Yeah, as Jimmy was staking his claim with that. Oh, he slipped out.
And that was some vicious DDT we just saw. That's yours in your head.
Solo Sikoa signaling to the audience and both wrists captured.
Every successive move is putting their opponent in a dicey situation.
Time is ticking away. Shortly we'll have a fresh competitor to even the...
He's going back to the well.
DDT!
Jacob about to end this fight.
And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline WarGames.
Solo was coming and got a dodge quick. He wants to level the playing field, and who can blame him after the last few minutes?
Slam the door shut and brace for an impact. WarGames are now officially underway.
This is the moment it's all been building to. The ultimate test for these teams begins now. That's yours in your head. Big impact off the leg drop.
Can Jacob Fatu come back from that?
Really challenging the tribal chief with that.
Yeah, Sikoa put that ferocious nature of his on full display. And an elbow to the head, too. Winding up.
Solid spike. Sikoa might have just finished this.
An unprotected shot to the head. Those go out. Sending him.
What good reason does he have to be climbing up the cage now? Lift off.
Top rope. Moonsault splash by Jay. Feeling like it's over for Sikoa.
And the pin. Jey Uso is trying to seal this one up. And now Tama Tonga. Austin Crab, no more. Sikoa is focused on finishing this.
Oh, down low and down he goes. Oh, wrists captured. Tonga Loa put a stamp on this one. True Bloodline.
Here are your winners, Solo Sikoa, Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Batu, the new Bloodline.
You want to know what version of the Bloodline is superior? Well, there's your answer. Solo's crew prevailed inside WarGames.
These four men are true family. Each of them
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle.
unbelievable athleticism.
His body is dealing with a lot of stress here.
There's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge against the new Bloodline in WarGames.
Old Bloodline, new Bloodline, both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
One of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true Bloodline. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the Bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight.
He wastes no time dodging the attack.
Gotta be a good tough for Jay to stand up against this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forget.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jay has the title wins in big... Oh, Sami Zayn setting up something spectacular here, looking for the home run.
Sami Zayn from up top.
Brainbuster on the top turnbuckle, my gosh! Hit with the knee.
You can see all the brutality the original Bloodline team has dished out. Everyone on Solo's team is filling the WarGames cage with their own blood. It's a
The lights are out for Sikoa.
Here we go. Cover.
Victory nearly in hand for Tonga.
Obviously still has some fight left. Sami with a big boot.
And that can vanquish Tonga.
Cover on Tonga. This could do it.
Here are your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jay Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original Bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left, look to your right. That's family. And this is the one true Bloodline.